about some techniques that are going to help you as a small channel. So what we're going to start with is, what do you need to put in your bio? You want to make sure that you are very descriptive of what your channel is about. What are your goals for your channel? Because I look at it like this: when you're thinking about the bigger picture and who you want to be your audience, you want them to know who you are, what you're willing to offer them, because when it comes to YouTube, it's something that that person wants to gain information about, entertainment, whatever have you that you're putting as a content creator for your audience. And for me, I do a lot of different things, so I didn't want to box myself in. And one of the things I did take note of, the people that's kind of like in the same niche as me, you want to make sure you're looking at their things as well as looking at your own. And I said one of the things I want to do is start a series about mental health and giving back to my consumers who look at my videos and want to, know how to deal with everyday things like being a full-time, I say career, but it's still working, and having a business and more. So what you want to do is prioritize your time. Make sure that what I'm going to start back doing is mapping out my daily time, because I learned that the more I map out my time, the better things are for me. Like, I can have goals to look after. What do I need to look forward to, or what things I need to address on a day-to-day basis. So when you're looking at your life, I think either journaling or have you a planner. I have a planner that I map out the things that I have to do on a daily basis, and even weeks and months ahead. And this is the first of the year, so Happy New Year to everyone. Make sure you are writing down, what do you want to accomplish within a month to 6 months to all the way to a year. So always look at, what am I trying to achieve for this year? 2025, I'm coming in with a positive mindset and detoxing my mind from negativity. And if you have family members, friends, or whoever that constantly complain about things, I'm not telling you to get rid of them, but distance yourself. If you can't make them see that your goal is to, good thing I have to control myself. If you trying to work on self-control, write down what is it that you can't seem to have self-control over. And what I want you to do every day is to find a new way to stop what you can't control. And when I say that, let's just say, for instance, you eat a lot of sweets. Okay, we know you can't go cold turkey. So minimize it down to 1 to 2 pieces of sweets every day, to it become a habit that you don't crave it like you do. And sometimes it's a health issue that you may, need to look about seeing. Hey, how you doing, Lillian? I hope I'm saying your name right. But yeah, with anything, don't think that you just have to go cold turkey with things that are maybe a bad habit, because it's a work in progress. I always look at things, I got to take it one step at a time. That's just like even with your finance. If you are coming short on your bills every month, what is it, something that you can take away that you're spending money on that can help you get to your goal of being able to save? Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I want to encourage people. This is a year of restoration, and everyone needs to find a happiness. 2024 was a rough year for me and my family, and I said 2025 We are going to be about positivity. And if I don't have a solution for it, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to keep on moving and see what can I do to solve this problem, instead of like, oh, poor me. Because this is one of the sayings I used to say when stuff would go wrong. I'd be like, and the skies opened up and said, I hate you, Gina. Well, I got that out of my mind, because whatever you put in your mind, usually is going to end up coming out in your outcome with your day-to-day life. So don't look at the negativity. See what you can change, and what you can't change, work to try to change it. Life is about balance. How do you balance your everyday life, and how do you maintain? Oh my God. Well, we're gonna pray for that spirit out of here. But I'm all about positivity and love, and let's find ways to find solutions to our situation. Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much. We are gonna live out our life to be happy and not looking at negativity. It's enough negativity as it is. You can't even turn on the news channel without seeing something bad. Facebook has become the new news with nothing but bad news. So I look at it as, let's find ways to find things that's going to bring positivity in our life and love one another. And this year, I don't look at the bad things that happened last year that's gonna manifest over into this new year. This new year, you hold the key to what your life can be and how your life can become better. So find ways to make yourself happy, but not causing harm to somebody else. Look at it as a standpoint. I want to treat people how I want to be treated, because that's the way I live my life. I don't, even if things are not going the way I want it to go, I'm not going to make somebody else feel bad just because I'm feeling bad. If anything, I try to encourage people more than I even encourage myself, which this year I said, I'm going to find ways to make myself happier. I'm going to show up for self more than I show up for other people, because I tend to put other people first and not myself. And if you have a big heart, that can sometimes be a downfall. You want my soul all. Well, that is one of my purpose I want to do for 2025. I want to pour back into my supporters, anyone that's watching. If you don't get the love and support you get from people around you, I want you to be able to tune in to me and see it as love and positivity. I want to be a breath of fresh air to you and make you remember that not all things have to be looked at in a negative way. You are my soul girlfriend. Well, hey boyfriend. I just want people to know there are outlets, because we have so many people battling with mental health and not knowing where to go, because everybody don't believe in going to a counselor, or you may just can't afford going to a counselor. But if you can tune in to somebody that has positivity and that wants to pour good positive things into you, do that, because I tend to have to look at other people's channel to get inspiration when I'm down, because you can't be happy all the time. Thank you. Yeah, I got a funny laugh. Hey, how you doing? But I want life to be a breath of fresh air to people that don't see the positive. And I've been blessed with a spirit that loves people and want to see everybody do good, regardless of what I've been through. I want people to know that there are positivity in this world. It's not all the way about negativity. Am I religious? Yes, I would say I'm both. I'm in spiritual as well, because I look at it like this. I know God has brought me a long way, and I don't take none of that for granted. Coming from a person that was wrongly thrown in jail for a week, and then turn around, they did me like that last year. for 2 weeks, all because I wouldn't give Social Security funds to a woman that didn't even have authorization. I was the payee, but she had a crooked judge. So in them sense, I know God kept me. God protected me. I was in there with killers, drug dealers, robbers, everything, and God kept me. And it still don't seem real to this day that I did 2 weeks in a county jail that had all those dead bodies. If y'all are familiar with Hinds County and all the dead bodies that was behind the jail, I was at that place for 2 weeks in April. So I know how it feels to be in bondage, and I didn't even do anything. But because people have other people that are taking bribes and doing all this stuff because they're part of these elite groups and stuff, this what happened to good people. So I don't look at it at a standpoint poor me. I look at it as God sent me in there to do a work, and I did, and I served what I supposed to have served, and God is going to bless me abundantly. And even when I don't see the blessings, I know he got me. And my family, I had so many people to support me and try to look after me. When my pastor came to that jail, when I was in there, y'all, was at my lowest point. And he came, and it was like, whew, a weight was lifted off of me, because I was like, man, he didn't have to come see me, but he came to check on me, and God sent him in just a nick of time when I was feeling at my low. And so I don't take anything that have happened to me for granted. I know everything is God's timing. And with anything, you got to take the good with the bad. Like, that's a given. Every day is not going to be a happy day, but you wake up expecting happiness. You wake up looking for happiness and peace, and making someone else feel good it has always been my thing. Like, I rather somebody, like the story of Job, like literally, I was literally Job up in there. And you know what the thing about that whole situation is, me and my sisters talk about it, because when we went to jail that first time, I went with my father, who has cancer, two of my older sisters, and myself. So this woman put 4 people in jail, and she didn't even read my sister them that right. On my paperwork, she put in there, she put me in jail for not giving Social Security fund to my dad's sister. And so I know all this stuff is illegal, and it's going to get handled in God's timing. But I say that to encourage somebody else, no matter how bad the situation look to God for your help and your understanding, and believe in yourself. If you don't do nothing else, believe in yourself. And remember that no matter what, life goes on. Tomorrow is a new day. Don't get yourself in a tizzy of things that you can't control, or things that you don't have the either tenacity or the resource to fix. Pray about it and keep on moving. Because one thing I learned, trouble don't last always. You could go through the hardest of the hard. And I have been, thank you, I have been through some stuff other people be like, girl, how did you live through that? God and faith in myself. Now I'm having different entities looking out for me. Like, I just got an email about me being on a business TV show, and I'm waiting for the lady to contact me back. So y'all be on the prayer for me that, y'all might be seeing me on the big screen. I already been in NBC News, but to be on the big screen where I can really tell my story, being a Black woman with a Western boot store, that's a milestone. And I never thought that I'd be in that position in this small state of Mississippi, where we know any and everything goes on in Mississippi. And right outside of Jackson, where crime is running rapid, you have corruption at its finest. I'm a living witness. But one thing I know is God is good, and he's been good to me that I can still tell my story. And the things that I have seen in those jails, like, y'all, they feeding people light bread that's supposed to be French toast. They using light bread and dipping it in egg wash and all of that. It's supposed to be bologna, but it's some old mixed meat. For your dinner, you have either cookies or these crackers that's or chips that's old and stale, and they give you a cheese sandwich. Was that cheese? No, peanut butter. And the other one was the cheese with the bologna. It's not bologna, it's emu or something them people call it food. But that's what they feeding you for dinner. Morning, I say out of those 2 weeks, they had oatmeal. Probably 10 of those days out of them 14 days I had to sit in there. They gave us horrible food. When I say horrible, horrible. It's not nothing I would feed to my dog. That's how bad that food is. And I understand you in jail. Like, you don't expect no gourmet food, but the stuff that they feeding them people is not even, it's not even worth you giving to anybody. And then when you think about sanitary, like if you a woman and you on your cycle, some of them women didn't even have sanitary napkins. Thank the Lord, I don't have a cycle anymore. But they do in and everything for them. Baby, you can get off my channel with that negativity. We not even finna remove you. But things like that, you think about how people can be so malicious to other people, because there's a lot of women in there that don't even deserve to be in jail. They're sitting in there because other people have lied on them, or they just don't have the resources to either bond themselves out, or people are just pinning a charge on them and they hadn't even been in there. So it's just, look at, who is this, baby? I'm finna remove you. Yeah, I'm put you in timeout for 24 hours. May God have a resting on your soul, because there's something really wrong with you, whoever you are. But anywho, I don't let that type of crap bother me, because people don't do nothing but sit behind these type of platforms and try to take people down. They are working for the devil. So I don't let that bother me. Whatever he feel like, what's wrong with him, I pray God helps him. Yes, yes. People like that, you wish the best for them and keep it moving. I'm not finna argue with you, because, baby, you got some mental issues that I can't help you with. Only God can help you with. But go back to my people that are on here that have a spirit of gold. I love you guys. I thank y'all so much for tuning in and watching and spreading all the good positive vibes that y'all have done over the, I think I've been on here almost 2 years. So in that sense, I'm thankful. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, if y'all want to find me over on those platforms. A lot of those are me catering towards my business. So I try to make this platform where I encourage anybody with love and positivity. So yeah, I have did my spiel for today, you guys, and I thank y'all and I love you, and I wish nothing but peace, love, and happiness over you guys. And y'all have a blessed week. I will try to come on here Wednesdays. Wednesday, that's what I'm aiming towards. Wednesday, I will do a check-in with you guys to check on everybody, spread love, and give y'all any encouragement and updates on life and how, you know, you maneuver through things, and especially maneuvering through if you're working and trying to do business at the same time, it can be hard trying to juggle them and having a family. But I say this, there's nothing you can't accomplish if you put in the time and hard work and map out what you want to do on a regular basis. So that's it for me, you guys. I love y'all, and y'all have a blessed week. May God